Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Itumbi, of all the people, today officially endorsed Ndindi Nyoro's bid for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya in 2032. And that's big, my friends. And I see the hands of William Ruto in Dennis Itumbi's endorsement. So in this video, I want to explain to you guys why I'm seeing William Ruto's hands in that endorsement of Ndindi Nyoro by Dennis Itumbi. But first of all, I want you guys to listen to Dennis Itumbi making that announcement, because Dennis Itumbi is very clear. They were actually in Kiharu. It's very clear that tutatangaza the next president right here. Listen to Itumbi.
Viongozi ambao tunachagua, ukiangalia Jomo Kenyatta alichaguliwa, watu ambao walikuwa katika vita vya Mau waliketi wakasema Jomo Kenyatta atakuwa rais. Moi atakuwa rais. Wale ambao walikuwa katika rika ya Moi waliketi wakasema Moi atakuwa rais. Kibaki akaja. Kutoka 1992 Kibaki akiluza elections na 1997, wale ambao walikuwa katika umri wake, wengi wao wakiwa kina Shosho, wakasema atakuwa rais na akakuwa rais. Wakati ambapo Uhuru Kenyatta ambaye alikuwa rafiki yangu, natumai bado sidhani rafiki yangu sasa, manake alinitumia watu wakanipiga wakaniumiza. So hata mimi nimesikia wengine wameapologize kwake, mimi nangoja apology yake kwa sababu hakuna makosa nilimfanyia. Naye pia watu wakaketi na akakuwa rais. Sisi kama vijana we must sit down, na hapa Kiharu tutatangaza rais akitoka mahali hapa, maana tumefanya kazi ambayo tumeona ile kazi ambayo anayofanya.
And then after promising that tutatangaza that president here, the leaders who accompanied Dennis Itumbi, then one after the other started endorsing Ndindi Nyoro.
The young generation are proud of him. He's really mentoring us. He's giving us positions and we are not going to let him down. Tell him, tumemfuata sana na tunafuata nyayo zake, na yeye akimaliza sisi kama vijana tutakuwa hapo, tumekuja ku fill the gap.
Where we are, mimi nikiwa campaign, Mheshimiwa Ndindi alikuja akanifanyia campaign na akapromise watu ya Mogotio, you will mentor me. He has mentored me. I've come to this place. He has come back to my constituency tufanya kazi. Ni kijana ya bidii, ni kijana ya kujituma. He's a young person full of vigor, full of energy, na ni kijana mwenye ako na nia kukutanisha Kenya iwe moja, and is a Kenya that we want. So mshikilie yeye, mjue that the heights of this nation wameanza kuangalia. Na vile tumekuja paka mimi kutoka kule paka hapa Kiharu, hivyo ndio watu walianza kwenda Ichaweri. Wakati Kenyatta ilikuwa nini, Ichaweri ilianza hivyo. Hivyo ndio watu walianza kwenda Kabarak, ilianza hivyo. Hivyo ndio watu walianza kwenda Sugoi. Na Kiharu tumefika, mjue kuna maneno.
And just like I keep on telling you, ladies and gentlemen, in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. There is no way Dennis Itumbi, of all the people, can go all the way to Kiharu and publicly endorse Ndindi Nyoro. Before we get into all those details, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I've always mentioned to you on this platform many times that in politics, we have only two constants. The first constant in politics is interest. As long as the interests of politicians can converge, they will always work together. There are no permanent enemies in politics. And that's why I still don't want to rule out the possibility of Uhuru Kenyatta, the former president, teaming up with Rigathi Gachagua in 2027 to stop William Ruto. The second constant is normally betrayal. I've always asked you on this particular platform that if Uhuru Kenyatta, of all the people, could betray, in quotes, William Ruto, what tells you that William Ruto cannot betray Rigathi Gachagua? The truth of the matter is that William Ruto is going to betray Rigathi Gachagua. Whether the Rigathi Gachagua will be his running mate again, But one thing I know for sure is that it's going to take another miracle for William Ruto to support Rigathi Gachagua in 2032. And the fact of the matter is that signs are already out there. The activities of Moses Kuria, the activities of Ndindi Nyoro, the activities of Kimani Ichung'wah, clearly they cannot do whatever they're doing if William Ruto were to tell them, stop that thing. But why do I strongly believe that Dennis Itumbi's endorsement of Ndindi Nyoro today has the hands of William Ruto written all over? Why? Number one, Dennis Itumbi works for William Samoei Arap Ruto. This is a man who wakes up every morning, gets into his car, drives straight to State House. At the gate of State House, he's given direct access. Now, that is the person who is going to Kiharu to endorse Ndindi Nyoro. Well, we know that the principal assistant to the president is none other than the deputy president. The deputy president has expressed his interest of succeeding William Ruto. The truth of the matter is that because Dennis Itumbi works at State House, because Dennis Itumbi works for William Ruto, if William Ruto is not comfortable with his pronouncements, I can tell you, even if not publicly, William Ruto would warn him that I was a deputy president, I suffered in the hands of Uhuru Kenyatta. I don't want my deputy to be subjected to the same. Remember, Dennis Itumbi, by virtue of being an employee of State House, means he's a public servant. He should not be involving himself in politics. He's not elected. As a matter of fact, he did well by allowing the other members of parliament to publicly endorse. But by the time these guys were endorsing, he had already paved the way for them to do that. So for me, if you ask me, I'm 100% convinced that William Ruto is behind Dennis Itumbi's pronouncement. Otherwise, he would have called Dennis Itumbi, and Dennis Itumbi would be serving a warning letter. That is number one. Number two, Dennis Itumbi is the alleged hustler's spokesperson. In this country, there's a group of Kenyans who believe on Dennis Itumbi 100%. Whatever Dennis Itumbi tells them is the gospel truth. And most of these guys belongs to the hustler. He appointed himself the hustler's spokesperson. Be there, go there, do that. And by virtue of being the hustler's spokesperson, the perception outside there is that Dennis Itumbi speaks for none other than William Ruto. And the fact that it's perceived that he speaks for none other than William Ruto, his pronouncement clearly can be interpreted to mean William Ruto speaking. And that is the honest truth. In Kenya Kwanza today, who is managing State House Facebook page? You can mention other names, but that team, I'm 100% sure, was crafted by one man called Dennis Itumbi. I don't know how Rigathi Gachagua is going to react to Dennis Itumbi's statement. I don't know. But the fact is, the message is home. William Ruto's hands all over. Number three, and this is also very important, William Ruto used Dennis Itumbi to fight Uhuru Kenyatta during the last campaign period. The truth of the matter is that without Uhuru Kenyatta, probably Dennis Itumbi would not be at State House. The story of Dennis Itumbi finding himself around Uhuru Kenyatta is well documented. Well documented. And Uhuru Kenyatta trusted Dennis Itumbi to a point that he made Dennis Itumbi director at State House. Then when Ruto and Uhuru fell out, William Ruto was able to persuade Dennis Itumbi to his side. And that's why in his speech today, Dennis Itumbi was like, he wants apologies to Uhuru Kenyatta. And that is Uhuru Kenyatta who is supposed to apologize to him. The question is, without Uhuru Kenyatta, who is Dennis Itumbi? And that's how politics is. Politics, you don't expect rewards. But the truth of the matter, in my view, is that Ruto effectively used Dennis Itumbi to fight William Ruto. To fight Uhuru. The truth is, William Ruto effectively used Dennis Itumbi to fight Uhuru Kenyatta between 2017 up to 2022. He knows the abilities of Dennis Itumbi. He knows. He understands it very well. Where do you think Dennis Itumbi got the guts to even endorse Ndindi Nyoro? Rigathi Gachagua would be fair or would be okay to believe that it is Ruto who is using Dennis Itumbi. Because he can stop him if he wants. And wherever Rigathi Gachagua is, I am 100% certain that he's worried about Dennis Itumbi. I'm 100% sure. And the person behind Dennis Itumbi. And lastly, Dennis Itumbi has access to a lot of information. A lot. When he was working with Uhuru Kenyatta, he gathered a lot of information. Now he's working with Ruto, he has a lot of information. And therefore, Dennis Itumbi is someone you would not want to unleash early. But because William Ruto believes in early campaigns, he has decided to unleash him. So let us wait and see how all these things are going to turn out. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.